Hey guys, ready? All right, number 2. Negative 6x equals 18. And I highly suggest that you guys put a line because you're still doing things the same side of the equal sign. So I'm going to divide both sides by the coefficient, negative 6. Negative 6 cancels the 1. 1 times x is x. 18 divided by negative 6 is negative 3. Quiet down. Parker. Quiet. Quiet. Okay, number 4. Here's my m. I have to get m by itself or isolate the variables. My equal sign. It's being divided by 8. So I'm going to undo division by 8 simply by multiplying by 8. Both sides of the equation. Yes, in a way. Okay, these all cancel. I get m. 8 times 9/4. Now, I highly suggest you guys use your calculators. Okay, please put fractions in parentheses. So I have 8 times 9 divided by 4, and I get 18. Okay, number 6. Same thing, I have to get rid of my denominator, 7, so I'm going to multiply by 7, or 7 over 1. 7 times 16, 112. These cancel out to 1. 1 times x is just x. Okay, one-step application problems. Number 8, workers are hired to seed a field by hand. Each is given a plot, which is 7 by 5 feet. What is the total area of the field? So x is going to equal total area. And again, when we were doing these word problems, I told you 99% of the time, the total is going to be on one side of the equation. Yes, Ricky? Hang on a sec. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so that's going to equal my total area, x, 10 workers. So 10 workers to seed a field by hand. Each one is 7 by 5, right? What's 7 times 5? 35. Equals x. By the way, this is what you're going to get graded on the test. The algebraic equation. Yeah, if you just put down here x equals 350, you will not get credit for the problem. I want the algebraic equation. ¿Comprendes? Number 10. Cody and his best friend found some money buried in a field. They split the money evenly, each getting $16. How much did they find? So what's my x? the money they found. Okay, Cody and his best friend found some money buried. They split the money evenly. So how many are there? And what's total? There's my grade. I don't even care if you guys solve them or not. Nope. Let me think about that. Number 12, a hungry elf ate 24 of your muffins. That was 3/4 of them all. How many did you start? X is going to be number of muffins started with. What's my total here? What am I left with? And how many of my total equals 24? There's what you're going to get graded on. Yep. If you want to multiply it out, by all means, go ahead. But you will not receive any kind of extra credit or anything for that. Okay, number 14. Two-step, you don't have to. I'm looking for the algebraic equation. Number 14. Now we're into two-step equations. My variable is locked in here on the numerator. So I need to get rid of my denominator, not subtract, multiply by 7. So I get -10 plus n equals -2 times 7, -14. Add 10 to both sides. So I get n equals -4. Number 16. This time my variable is in a numerator, but it's not locked in with anything. So I'm going to get that term by itself first. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides first. So I get the x over 2 term by itself. Thank you. Now I'm going to multiply it by 2. So I get x equals negative. Good, thank you. Let's do 20. Here's each side of my equation separated. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Good. Divide both sides by 5. R is going to equal -20. Okay, now we got to two-step story problems. 22. Half of your baseball card collection got wet and was ruined. You bought 16 cards to replace some that were lost. How many did you begin with if you now have 26? What's my total? 26. It's hot in the whole building. I think they turned the air conditioner up. Okay, so let's see. Half of your baseball. So here's my baseball card collection. Half of them were destroyed, right? So I'm going to divide this by 2. Half of them got destroyed. But then I bought 16. Then I bought 16. There's my algebraic equation. Again, that's what you're getting graded on. If you want to solve it, go ahead. It'll be 20. $24. Mary had some candy to give to her 3 children. She first took 1 pieces for herself, and then evenly divided the rest among her children. Each child received 4 pieces. With how many pieces did she start? So X is going to be pieces that she started with. Okay, had some candy. So here's what she had. She first took 1 pieces for herself. So we're going to subtract 1 pieces for herself, because that's not what it's saying there. Pieces. And then evenly divided among her children. How many children? That's right, 3. Each child received 4 pieces. I know, I was being sarcastic. Okay, this is what you're getting graded on. If you want to put 13 down, by all means, go ahead. Let's do one more. Let's see. Provenance Bike rents bikes for $12 plus $3 per hour. She paid $18 to rent the bike. So that's your total. How many hours? So X, quiet down, please. X is going to equal number of hours rented. It's going to equal the 18 total. Let's see, for $12 plus $3 per hour. So here's $3 per hour, and then the 12 bucks. And if you want to put the answer down, that's fine. All right, let's go on to multi-step equations. Number 30. We're back to equations. Highly suggest separating the 2 expressions. Sides, whatever you want to call them. Here, I have like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So I'm going to combine those first. 3x minus 4x is a negative 1x, or negative x. plus 4. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And I get 6 equals negative x. I have to get rid of that negative sign. So I'm going to divide both sides by the negative sign, or negative 1. So negative 6 is going to equal x. Who's got the perfume out? Only because you come in here with a jug of it every day. All right, let's do some multi-step distributive property. By the way, that's what we've been doing yesterday and the day before, right? And there are a number of you that still haven't completed the online quiz. All right, number 36. I have an equation, highly suggest putting a line between them. I have a 2 I need to distribute on the right-hand side. So I get 26 equals 2 times b is 2b, or not to be. 2 times 8 is 16. I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. I get 10 equals 2b, or not to be. Divide by the coefficient 2, and 5 equals b. Or b equals 5. Okay, number 38. See, I got negative 4 that I'm going to have to distribute. So I have 5x. Negative 4 times negative 1 is a positive 4. Negative 4 times a negative 6x is a positive 24x. Okay, I have like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So I'm going to combine those. 29x plus 4 equal 4. Subtract 4 from both sides. 29x equals 0. Keep going. Don't stop just because you get a 0. Divide both sides by 29. I can divide 0 by a number. I just can't divide a number by 0. I get x equals 0. Okay, let's skip down to 42. All right, I'm going to distribute. This is a minus sign that's in front of the parentheses. I need to distribute that. Think of it as negative 1. So negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. Negative 1 times positive 6 is minus 6. The positive 6 times 1 is a positive 6. Positive 6 times a minus 7x is a minus 42x. Add like terms. I get a negative 44x. These cancel out. What's x going to equal? 0. All right, let's do some geometry concepts. Number 52. I have a little box in the corner, so this equals what? What does that angle measurement equal? That's right, 90 degrees. I'm going to add the two small angles, and they're going to equal 90 degrees. So x plus 12 plus 52 is going to equal 90. Yes. No, you're wrong. Anthony's taking notes. Jasmine's taking notes. Tracy's taking notes. Ricky's taking notes. I don't know why they have a test tomorrow. You're going to be able to use this notes on your test. So there are people that are working in this class. So I'm going to subtract 64 from both sides. X equals 26. What about supplementary angles? What do they equal? (180 degrees). So B plus 81. Just subtract 81 from both sides. So B is going to equal 99. Supplementary angles equal 180. Now, we've got two problems that are not on here that are going to be on the test. We did cover it. If I have a triangle and the angle measurements are 2x, 3x, and 4x, what do I know about the angles of a triangle? If I add them up all together, what do I have? Good. So let me add all the angles. 2x plus 3x plus 4x. Combine like terms. These are all like terms. So I get 9x equals 180. Divide both sides by the coefficient 9. So x is going to equal 20. Okay, we did one other type of problem. Line segments, right? If I have a line segment, sometimes we had a midpoint, but even if we don't have a midpoint, what do I know about the two little segments? Yeah, add them up. What do they equal? Suppose this was 4. And this was 3x minus 2. If you add these two line segments up, they'll equal the long line segment. Suppose that long line segment is 4x minus 6. So if I add those together, 4 plus 3x minus 2, it equals a long one, 4x minus 6. South x. See, I have a 4 and a minus 2 gives me 2 plus 3x. I'm going to subtract 3x from each side. So I get 2 equals x minus 6. Then I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So x is going to equal 8. Questions, comments, concerns?